What up? This is Rama Screen, and in celebration of Blindspotting series, which is now available on Starz and also on Starz Play internationally. And you can catch the season finale this Sunday as well. I'm here talking with the star of this show, Jasmine Cephas Jones. How are you, Jasmine?
I'm good. How are you?
So, Jasmine, when David and Raphael approached you about this project, were you surprised that this was going to be a spin-off instead of a direct sequel, that it's more on Ashley instead of about Colin and Miles? What was your initial reaction to that? And what made you ultimately embrace that idea?
I mean, I was really excited. It wasn't anything that I expected. When they told me on the phone, they were presented with the idea of doing Blindspotting as a TV show. And they said, well, we'd only do it if we'd follow Ashley, and we'd only do it if Jasmine Cephas Jones played Ashley. So, I was very excited and honored and happy that they wanted to go forward with that idea. And, Ashley and the show has been through so many drafts and so many conversations for a couple of years. So it's been a bit of a long time coming. And, the fact that I'm sitting here right now and the season finale is about to happen on Sunday is really a dream come true. I think the best part of this whole thing is that, these are my close friends, and I've been able to see their dream come alive, and I've been able to be a part of, their vision.
I love how the tone is not far different from the 2018 movie, and it's very upbeat, complete with the rhyming and the rapping and all the vibe. It's a dysfunctional family dramedy that's entertaining. Was it easy for you to slip back into Ashley's shoes again? And what is it about Ashley that makes her such a strong character, in your opinion?
This was a very different process. I think beginning with the show, we had to really go into the backstory of who Ashley was. We got like very intense glimpses of her in the film, but since this whole show is through her perspective, we really had to dive deep into who she was and really kind of find where she is now and how the show starts. What I love about Ashley is her honesty and kind of how open she is with her emotions and how she expresses her emotions with the audience. She's not afraid to say how she feels, but she's also worked on herself to be responsible and has kind of run away from who she was in her past. And ultimately, really, when, a person does that, she's very complex, because you see these kind of sides of her that is her old self. So she's kind of always battling, who she was and who she is now with this situation that has happened of her life partner being sent away to prison.
And I'm sure you've gotten this question 1,000 times, but I want to ask you this anyway, because you act alongside one of my favorite actresses of all time, Oscar winner Helen Hunt, playing your character's mother-in-law. So tell me what it's like working with Helen on the set, especially when the cameras were not rolling in between takes. What kind of collaborator is Helen?
She's the best collaborator. This is a woman that has worn many hats in this industry. And, she's been through so much. And so, she's very, very wise, but also very loving and has looked out for all of us on this show. She's great. I mean, she's one of the best scene partners you could ever have. And, she works her butt off. And so, when you act beside someone that is basically a vet, in this industry, it just makes you a better actor, because you want to put your all into it and, make sure that you're bringing the same energy to match hers.
I love how you guys actually shot this in Oakland, not Toronto posing as Oakland. Now, I've only been to Oakland twice in my whole life. I can't say that I know the place really well. I understand that you are a New Yorker. But tell me, in your opinion, how extensive does this show go in capturing the essence, the spirit, the vibe of Oakland? What are the ways in which Oakland plays an unsung supporting role on Blindspotting?
Oakland is embedded in the show everywhere, and it almost seems like a character in the show. The people that have made the show are from Oakland. You have Benny, who plays Earl. He's also from Oakland and is a writer on the show. I mean, Oakland is everywhere on the set, down to like the Victorian house that we stay in, which is Rainey's house, is all based off of these houses in Oakland, and down to like the little art and the books. I mean, the music in the show, all the soundtrack everything is from Oakland. I mean, you can't run away from it. And so being on set, you were transported to, this community and this place. And, you also had Rafa and David on set every day, making sure that you sound like you're from Oakland and making sure that, you're doing Oakland justice. And so it was really just an energy that you just couldn't run away from, basically, because it's embedded in the script, it's embedded how we talk, it's embedded down to the set design of the show. And when we went to Oakland and we did all the exterior shots in there, it was just amazing to be around the culture and the people that were from there, and to be able to stand outside for hours and watch a sideshow with a whole community of people from Oakland. So, Oakland was everywhere and is everywhere in the show. So you really couldn't run away from it.
Thank you for sharing that. I tell you, Jasmine, I love this show so much. By the end of it, I wanted more of it. So I guess my final question, is there going to be a season 2? And if there is a season 2, what would you hope to happen to Ashley?
We don't know if there's a season 2 yet. We hope there is. I can't give anything away. They've already started the writer's room for it. So, I mean, I kind of know like some things that might happen. So I don't want to give it away, but I just hope people fall more in love with these characters, and, we get to explore them more and, go on another crazy roller coaster ride.
Fair enough. For my fans at home, everybody go check out Blindspotting, now available on Starz and also Starz Play internationally, and go check out the season finale this Sunday. Jasmine, thank you for talking to me, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.